Hello there guys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the chassis that has just arrived. I was waiting for about 6 weeks for another chassis from a guy on eBay who did not deliver, and I was having a lot of trouble trying to get it off him. So eventually today I managed to get a refund on the deposit that I paid, and I ordered this chassis from another guy who actually customized the design for me. So I'm a lot happier with it. I'll show you it now. So the whole chassis has been made from 80mm by 80mm box section, and he's done really good welds all over the chassis itself. The steel is 4mm thick. Make sure you get a nice thick steel if you're ordering a chassis yourself. So it's 4mm all the way around the outside if you look at it cross section wise, and then he's gone and put these 10mm supports all the way along the center here and here, and we've got a very well reinforced turntable here with a solid metal axle. So some of the axles come hollow and they are much wider, but this is a solid metal axle. So it's full steel all the way through it, and I've asked the guy to reinforce and spread the load across the axle, because before there was just this, you see there's like a weld mark. This section here was hollow, so I thought that could potentially buckle with the weight that I'm going to be putting on top of this, because I'll show you the designs a bit later on, but there's going to be a massive roof light and a kitchen and a bathroom on this, so I wanted to spread the load across the axle to stop it from bending in one section. But I'm very, very happy with this chassis because of the customizations that the guy's done. Got some nice thick wheels, and these cross members that go across are about 600mm centers, and they're 50mm box section with 4mm thick steel. Yeah, and the quality of the overall chassis is really good. It's 18 foot this way by 8 foot this way, and in the next video I will show you a little bit more about the actual design of the chassis, the shepherd's hut itself. One other thing I think would be good to show you is the actual steering mechanism at the front. If you get your chassis designer or maker to put a hitch on the front so you can put it on a tow bar, then it's going to be a lot easier to drag around the field and put it in the position that you want. Some chassis makers actually just have a circular thing that just hooks over the top of a tow bar, but it's not that expensive at all to get these. And when you think about the actual overall cost of a chassis, just to stick this on the front is nothing really. He's welded it on here, and this is an extra 30 quid, and the whole chassis was 1,720 with all the customizations that I asked for. So basically this, I didn't actually say, this basically steers the chassis. It's got these holes down here, and they bolt onto the turntable. You can see how it looks. They bolt onto the turntable on the underside. So you can see we've got these bolts at the bottom here, and then there's a pivot in the middle, and the turntable is basically a separate sort of like a go-kart that you used to make when you were a kid. It's basically a very simple chassis design, and it just pivots around that center point. Try and make sure you get one that has a fairly wide spread of load. You don't really want one that has one just in the center, because if you've got weight on this side or this side, you don't want to have the weight pivoting on a very narrow section in the middle. This is quite a good spread of load, because the turntable starts on the underside here, you can see, and it finishes here. So it's a good sort of 900mm width here, and the whole chassis itself is 2,440 because it's 8 foot. So very, very pleased with the chassis. Tomorrow I'm going to be leveling it with these little pads, putting them under the wheels, and using my levels and making sure that everything is level before I start building, because it's going to be very difficult to make sure that everything inside is level and square otherwise. So you can see here, if you look at it from this side, that the chassis is going down at an angle, and it's very low at this point, it's a bit high over here. So I'm just going to level that all out and then begin building the timber frame on top. So guys, stay tuned. Got a lot more content for you guys to see on building shepherd's huts. Hope you enjoyed it and keep watching. See you later.